Do you know what's better than a child? That's right, child labor, because in this game we will be violating some serious human rights, like sending children off into the coal mines, cutting off some limbs, using people's dead bodies for organ donations, creating OnlyFans, good old-fashioned blackmail, and a whole lot more that will probably make me end up on some kind of FBI watch list. However, despite all of that, it's all for the greater good as we have been given the short end of the stick in this scenario called Fall of Winterhome, where we must cobble together the remaining people who have suffered from the previous disasters of the leader we just replaced. Will the means justify the end? Well, there's only one way to find out. As you can tell, things aren't looking too hot in the city of Winterhome. Half the buildings are burnt, people are pretty pissed off, and as you'll see in 3, 2, 1, and you'll get to see the main quest, which is restore the city. And because we are playing on not survival mode, there are many difficulties, and I'm just playing on normal mode, I am able to pause the game, which is quite nice. Because in the beginning, you basically need to tell everybody to clean up. As you can tell, there's a bunch of ruins, and when you harvest these ruins, you get a ton of resources. In the top left, the 4 main resources that are very important is coal, wood, steel, and steam cores. You really want to use them very wisely. And in this case, we're going to be using them for mainly medical purposes. And the reason for this is, as you can tell, there's quite a lot of people sick. And more notably, there's quite a lot of amputees. If you don't take care of the people who are amputated, as in you don't really provide facilities for them or you don't really make them feel useful, some of the amputees will feel like they're taking up space and in their view will do something that they think is morally correct, but obviously it's pretty bad because what they end up doing is tying a rope in a particular manner that usually leads to them yeeting themselves off of a chair. So we don't want that to happen, so we gotta take care of our people. Except for, well, the children, because the children are expendable. As you can see here, we have a coal thumper, and this is essentially a coal mine. There's also literally a coal mine. I typically don't build them, but I think I'll build one of them just for funsies. But for the most part, I build coal thumpers, which is basically just a coal mine. As you can tell, there are 3 classes of people: workers, engineers, and children. Workers are pretty good. Engineers are the most valuable. They can pretty much do everything, and including research. Research is super huge. You can research a bunch of technology that will help your chances of living. And more importantly, they can actually heal people as well. They're considered doctors for some reason. And as you can see here, these medical tents allows you to heal some folks, which is going to be very important because we want to treat people as soon as possible because we don't want them to get sick and spread diseases like the Black Plague. And also, you know, if the children here, you know, they can't really do anything besides hard labor, like the coal mines and the steel mills. So it's like morally okay to send them into the mines because that's all they can really do, honestly. As bad as the previous leader was, at least he signed one good law. And one of the good laws that he signed previously was child labor. And, you know, little Tim here, he's having a good old time. I mean, look at him with his nice pickaxe and really happy demeanor. And there's also a couple of other good laws like corpse disposal. We just dump dead bodies into a hole, and that allows us to harvest the organs for later. We also got some laws like, you know, radical treatment, aka when in doubt, saw off a limb. We also have fighting arenas, dueling laws, public houses, moonshine, and of course, starting an OnlyFans. But that's not it. There's more. Oh, there's so much more. There's something called purpose, which is basically another category of law. But it's beautiful because you either have the option to go down the Third Reich, not kidding, or on the bright side, we can praise Jesus. And I don't know about y'all, but Jesus slaps. So we're gonna be praising some Jesus. However, we're not gonna do that right away. We're gonna jump into cutting off some limbs. The big benefit with radical treatment is that you can treat people very quickly, and if you do this very quickly into the session, like in the game, you actually get a high chance of actually improving your ability to do radical treatment. And trust me, radical treatment's pretty useful, not only early game, but very late game, because there is a juicy little twist that happens towards the end of the game. So let's click on radical treatment. And also to do some research, we'll be researching some faster gathering because we're going to be gathering a lot of resources from these buildings. Now, I've already used all the children for the most part. We'll send a couple more as well here. Like I said, children, they're not really useful besides just doing manual labor. So let them do the manual labor. Got nothing else to do. Because the nice thing about workers is they're adults and they can do other things like hunting and stuff like working in the public house, which is really nice. And when you work in the public house, it lowers discontent, which leads to the last thing. Well, the last major thing at least is discontent and hope. If your hope is too low, people would start a coup and try to kill you. If your discontent's too high, people get pissed off and try to kill you. So, you know, you basically want your hope to be very high and your discontent be very low. As you can tell, it's quite literally in the opposite direction where they should be. But that's okay. That's what we're working on, all right? Because if we don't do that, I'm gonna get my ass sent to the Shadow Realm, and I don't want to go there because I don't know if you noticed, it's negative 30 degrees Celsius, and that's cold. I don't like that. And and then we'll just continue from there. We can start, yeah, we can continue filling out these buildings. I always forget which buildings I need to do first. Typically, the strategy, from my experience, is trying to clear out these areas first and trying to consolidate everybody into one area. This just helps with organization, but also you need to clear out the ruins anyways to raise the hope as well, because we need to turn on the generator, which I'll just do right now. Very briefly. You also need to remove ruins, raise hope, and reduce discontent. And it seems to be the best way to do it is just to remove a lot of these burnt buildings. And also you get a bunch of resources anyways, so might as well. And it allows the children to do something. And by the way, don't worry. If you think there isn't enough child labor going on, don't worry. There'll be a lot more. I'm basically going to build an entire row of the coal mines. And we're just going to be slapping down some child labor laws. You know, little Timmy's going to wish he got the day off. But we can also turn off some of these buildings as well. Heat is a huge mechanic. As you'll see, I'll turn on this heat map. Basically, this heat map will show all the buildings that are getting warmed up. And if you obviously stay very cold, people start getting sick and start dying. And when people start dying, they start getting angry. When they start getting angry, they start losing hope. And when they start losing hope, they start grabbing the pitchforks and knives and trying to oust you out of this kind of crater that we're in. And that's real bad. However, you probably just noticed that I can send people on expeditions, because there's actually a kind of an open world aspect to this where we can send people to explore the wasteland essentially and gather some resources, and that's actually going to be very, very important. But to do that first, we need to actually gather a little bit of resources to send with our boys. Another thing we want to do right away is build basically these resource buildings called workshops. They basically allow for you to research much faster, and we're going to do that ASAP. And we're going to, and for anyone to access a building, you need to make sure that they actually are able to reach the said building. And the next thing we're going to do is build a resource depot. What resource depots allow you to do is to build basically more storage space, and more storage space means you can stockpile more resources, and that's going to be incredibly relevant in the future. We also want to build more houses as soon as possible, and we want to basically build production that's able to produce lots of coal. So we're going to do that. We're going to send these boys on expedition, and we want to go to the weather station immediately. I'll tell you why soon. We have 37 engineers not really doing anything right now, which is unfortunate, but we can fix that very quickly by building these roads and having them connect to here. And we're going to build even more workshops to have them do some things. Aha, here we go. So there are lots of side quests in this where essentially you can make decisions and good things or bad things will happen. Here, we're basically going to be telling this engineer that, okay, you won't be able to work, but you'll be able to research something very useful for us, which is actually going to be helping amputees, because as you can tell, we're actually increasing the amount of amputees. And like I said, we want to take care of amputees, because if we don't take care of amputees, they start, you know, feeling real sad, like really sad, like that kind of sad that doesn't really go away. You know what I mean? You know, we've all been there. But right now we're actually going to be researching the next tier. We just got faster resource gathering, which gives us 15% faster resource gathering, which is very useful. But the next step we're going to do is, since there's so many people dying from the cold, we're actually going to be upgrading our steam hub range, which will allow us to increase the range of these little guys here to heat up more area, which is going to be very useful, because as you can tell, people are freezing to death. It's negative 30 degrees Celsius. For my Americans out there, that translates to cold as fuck. Okay, we have another quest. So we can try to heat some homes. To do that, we need to heat 20 of the cold homes within 2 days and then keep them heated for 2 days. That's going to be pretty hard. Normally, I don't do this because I usually suck at this quest for some reason. But for the sake of keeping it caliente, we're going to do it. Fortunately, we found the weather station. Now, this weather station was manned by a couple of scientists, aka engineers, but instead of having them stay here and keep up with the weathermen, keep them up with the weather, we could actually bring them back to the city for more hands on deck. However, the huge issue is weather forecasts will not be available. In my opinion, this is okay because, well, let's be honest now. It's cold. I don't really need a weather update for that. Everything's fucked. So who cares? So we might as well bring the engineers back to the city. So we're going to turn that off actually and increase the steam level to 2. to compensate for the fact that we just turned the overdrive. The nice thing about the overdrive is that it does increase all heat zones by 1, but obviously if you keep it on for too long, the generator will go boom boom, or you need to sacrifice a child. We'll put some workers in the steel mill. Actually, we'll put some children just because some children there is okay. But we're still going to clear out most of these ruins. So we're going to clear out this area now because we're going to put most of our coal mines here. And as you know, I love my coal mines. So, you know, when in doubt, send some child labor. We can build a coal mine here. We'll build one just because I want to send some kids to the coal mine to stay on brand. So we'll build one coal mine. Just one. Because we're going to build coal thumpers, and honestly, it's the same difference. Please don't blow up the generator. We're fine, right? I just need to make sure I get to level 2 before I turn this off. Okay, we're good. Jesus. Can I? Oh. Yes. This is huge. You basically give the amputees some hope instead of getting really sad. So what we can do is actually give them some wood, and this will make cookhouse efficiency rise by 40%, which is actually incredibly useful late game. And you'll find out why. But we'll give them what they need, and now cookhouses will be 40% more efficient. Is the coal mine done? Yes. We can put some children in the coal mines. Let's go. We'll put 5 children and 5 workers. You know, we gotta babysit the children. Make sure they don't stick their hands in places they don't belong. So we got 5 kids, 5 adults chilling in the coal mines. Awesome. So we have this gigantic automaton. Basically, these are these gigantic machines that are the size of the generator. You have 2 options in this scenario. You can actually bring them back to the city and be used for like labor stuff and research. They can even heal people. But if you actually leave them on the bridge, you can actually use them to help transport steel. And that steel is actually incredibly important late game. So we're going to leave the automaton on duty. No. What? Timmy, I told you, Timmy, for the love of God, I told you not to stick your goddamn hands into the gears, man. So there's been an accident. A child worker has been trapped and badly injured inside a machine. We have to stop the entire facility if you want to save a chance. I have a chance to save the kid. Listen, Timmy, like Spider-Man, you only get one, okay? I swear on baby Jesus. If you get stuck in the machine again, I will let that machine eat you, okay? We're gonna save him. I normally don't build houses that close to the generator, but I guess in the late game it's okay. So we can do that. Okay, good. Oh. What did I name this child? Timmy? God damn it, Timmy. I stopped the damn factory for you and you still died. You could have at least survived, but you had to go and die on me. So you're telling me I wasted all that production time for nothing. Useless. Useless. Inform the parents. Freaking throw their body at the doorstep. Useless child. Quite literally useless. Okay, but speaking of useless, you know what's not useless? Jesus. Because I think it's about time we bless up. Let's build some churches, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go down the path of Jesus. And what the huge benefit of going down the path of Jesus is that we can pray, and praying will raise our hope. And that's what matters the most. Speed this up. Something just happened. What's going on? Fine. You can have the day off because I'm a merciful man. And don't you dare forget it. Because I'm praising Jesus, and Jesus would like me to be merciful. A book of laws. Awesome. We can start building shrines. Shrines will actually raise the efficiency of local buildings and stuff like that. We'll send more children to pick up coal because that's funny. Right now we're doing pretty good. We're stockpiling a lot of resources, and that's basically what we need to do in this stage of the game. We're basically at the mid stage of the game where we need to stockpile as much resources as possible. Oh, what's going on? Double rations. Okay, listen, kid. Fine. You little fatty. I think this is enough coal, right? You guys think this is enough coal production? I think this is enough coal for now. I really want to put these kids to work, you know? Yeah, we're producing more wood. Let's go. Let's do large resource depot because that's actually very useful to make at this point. Okay, I think I forgot to turn off the overdrive. Whoops. So, sorry, Timmy, but in the wise words of a wise man, I can always make another. We're gonna send a child in to fix it. Oh, and he's super dead, but it's fine. We only lost a couple hope and had some discontent. We're fine, we're fine. You know, when in doubt, praise Jesus. We're gonna have a little sermon, you know, rip the boy, and we're gonna have some prayers. You know, F's in chat for the little boy that we sacrificed. Yeah, we're going to need to build, not Jesus, the faith keepers. They will keep the peace. They will protect us. They will... Okay, so bad news. The generator is doomed. As you can tell, I lost all the hope that I worked so hard for. Yeah, the generator is dead. It's bad. So we have two options here. Either I can lie and say I know of another city, or I tell the truth. Now, for the sake of being funny, I'm going to lie. However, technically, telling the truth is better long term. This is better short term. We're gonna go with this though, but you know, as promised, we're gonna be doing some human rights violations, and well, this is the best way to do it. So we're gonna lie and say I know of another city, and basically we need to evacuate. So we're gonna have this new option now where we have this gigantic train that we need to build called the evacuation center. We're gonna build that right now, and we need to evacuate everybody. The faster we do it, the faster we win. And we need to slap down some faith keepers, and we need to bless up. Oh, yeah, you know, faith crusaders. As you can tell, they hold a interesting artifact. But yeah, you know, we have Faith Brothers, bless up. So now there's a chance that the generator will break and you need to basically invest in repair stuff. We're going to take care of this. Yeah, man, the Dreadnought. We're going to take a look at this. So now we can basically put people on and send them over to start the evacuation process. But I do need to send people immediately. Damn, 50 engineers just for that. It's insane. Okay, we're gonna start the evacuation process. You basically want to do this as fast as possible because if you don't, people start getting real upset. And remember, kids, what we said about people getting upset, they'll try to kill you. So we don't want that to happen. Because it's free time, we're going to remove these guys off and put them onto the thing here. The reason why we do that is because if you have engineers on standby, the time to repair the generator when it breaks actually decreases versus if you act reactionary. So we don't want to be reactionary, we want to be active. So hopefully with this strategy, we'll not get rocked into the 7 kingdoms. And we're not repairing it. Oh, perfect timing. I just put some people on there. Yeah, so the generator broke. It's fine. We have to repair it. How long will it take? Probably not that long. Only 8 hours. That's fine. We can do that. The generator got fixed quickly, so now we can actually switch back to research. We can now send people onto the evacuation train, which is nice. So we have tons of resources. We're gonna just basically max out and just start sending people to get out of here because this generator is going to go boom boom and we need to leave. Yes. And then we can send that. All right. Yeah, we can. Good. I might as well upgrade the next resource large thing, but I need more steel, so we gotta wait. Oh no, the blackmail. All right, so we're falling for some blackmail. An engineer takes you aside. He lays you before a map of the area around Winterhome. I know you lied to us. There are no known settlements nearby. I've kept this to myself. Haven't even told my wife so far. In exchange for his silence, he demands to be sent to the Dreadnought with his family. So we can agree to his demands, or we can silence him. And you know, in the theme of violating Geneva Conventions and all that, you know, silly things. You know, I mean, come on, guys, it's suggestions. I mean, really, we made some silly law things because a bunch of Canadians decided to have a boys' night out in World War I. Come on, let's just drag him out back. Let's build a temple in the name of Jesus. I think that's pretty fair. So let's build a temple. I don't have enough resources to build a temple. Gosh darn it. We will build a temple though. I will praise Jesus in the best of my abilities. Oh boy, what's going on? Christ. Sir, a doctor who tended to our children during the journey north is here to talk about their evacuation. The youngest ones should be evacuated to the Dreadnought immediately. Their conditions here will only get worse. So I will send some children only because they're pretty useless. I'm not gonna send all of them because I want some of them to suffer. So they gotta keep working in the coal mines. They gotta do their due diligence, right? They need to understand that we're all in this together and they need to carry most of the weight because they're pretty useless. So we're gonna send some children. But our next session of the evacuation will be here, which is good. We can now put more people on here. We'll put children. I promise. I'll put some damn children. We'll put 50 of them. Oh my god, my hope's falling. Can I praise Jesus? Have I praised Jesus recently? Oh my god, I haven't praised Jesus recently. God, I gotta bless up. I forget to bless. Listen, the most important thing from this video, never forget to bless up. You always need to bless up. You always need to praise thy Lord. And to do that, we need to praise Jesus. But what can we do? By the way, if you're hearing in the background people crying, like in the game, I don't know why. That's just like a psychological thing. I think it's because my hope is low. What? Stowaways? Send the Crusaders. We shall boop their snoot and teach them a lesson. And then we can do a new law. We can, this will, oh yeah, so this lowers discontent occasionally recovers small amount of resources. That's pretty good. So we need more resources, so we'll do that. Discontent rises, but it's not a huge deal because I can punish people by doing nighttime processions. And right now we're doing good. Doing good. I think a generator will 100% break. Yeah, there we go. Called it. What do we got? We have to repair it immediately. Yep. Only 10 hours. That's actually very doable. So, yeah, we're fine. And we have people, and I have people staffing that, which is good. We can continue. Yeah, repair. People shouldn't get too sick because it's still pretty warm. Should be okay. Oh, yeah. What's this? Too heavy to burden. Oh, wow, that's a huge trailer. We could take the supplies that can be safely reached or risk entering the trailer to carry out more. So I'd rather not risk it because there's a lot of stuff on us already. So I will take only what can be safely reached. And then we'll start heading back because we got a lot of resources. But hopefully, yeah, we're still kind of warm just because the generator still has some residual heat left. But we are still cold. So people are going to get sick soon, as you can see. But I think we're going to be okay. We're going to repair this right now, which is perfect timing. Heat zone range and reduced by 10%. That's not that much of a huge deal. Pain of separation. Sir, okay. Oh my god, I remember this. I'm pretty sure if I say no to this guy, he gets really sad and does something that people who are really sad do, unfortunately. But in the spirit of, you know, violating Geneva suggestions, we're gonna say I can't make exceptions. What's going on? We won't wait. Sir, one of the workers wants to leave, went to home and tried to reach the dreadnought on his own. It's the father that you didn't send to join his child. Should we let him go? No. Well, believe it or not, we have fantastic healthcare. We have the best infirmary. You'll be treated very well. You'll be fine. The frightened family, sir. A family with children is going to the evacuation center to leave for the dreadnought on their own. Father, I'm scared. I don't want to leave. Cry the kids. Hush, dear, and be brave. Enable. Oh, I have so low discontent and high hope. I can just convince them because I'm a G like that. Also, I just realized I could start sending stuff. I forgot about that. It's okay. We can send 50 workers. Actually, we'll send more children because, again, they're so useless. We can send more rations. We can send more cabin space. Do I have more children I can send that aren't really useful? For all the children, I might as well just send all the children because they're not very useful. Or send most of them. I want to keep some of them just for entertainment purposes. That sounds so bad when I say that out loud. I'm gonna keep some of the children around. Listen, if the generator explodes again, I need at least one kid, right? To totally not sacrifice. So, you know, it's fair. Okay, we have another book of laws. We can... Actually, is there anything I need from this other tier? I don't think so, right? I mean, I could do OnlyFans. I'll do OnlyFans if I have to. I could do triage, but that's kind of brutal. Oh, I could do organ transplant. Let's do that to heal people quicker. Because we have how many dead bodies? A lot. So we can take care of that. Oh my god. We can take care of that. Evacuation has reached the dreadnought. Awesome. We can do more. Let's do... I can do more food. I can send... Okay, I can send even more food. Oh my goodness. And we can send all the steel that I have and send more people. We'll send more children because, again, they're pretty useless. So let's just try to find all the children and get rid of them. Like I said, I'm going to keep some because some are useful. I'll keep one in the steel works just for funsies. We'll do one here. We'll do one here. Where are all the children at? I need to get rid of them. Not get rid of them, but like, you know what I mean. We have 6 kids here. Get out of here. And then 5 here. Is that enough? Guys, can I get this ball rolling? Try to save as much people as I can. 34? Really? Oh, there's kids here. Wait, I thought I had kids here. Oh, behind here, you mean? Yeah, okay, go. Behind there. Where are the kids hiding? We need to keep a couple kids just in case. And yeah, okay, we're good. I'm grinding this so hard. I just haven't been working on that hard enough. Okay, we'll do public penance because that raises hope and lowers discontent. Now people are pretty pissed about that, but we're going to punish people right now. We're also gonna praise Jesus, so we're gonna be okay. It's free time now. I'm okay. Definitely legit. Oh, don't watch kids. He's getting diddled right now. Now we're just waiting for the end, essentially. We have so much wood. We need to get more steel now. I don't really know what I can break down to get more steel. That's the thing. Honestly, we have so much coal. I could probably break one of these down. Food ration, same thing. We have so much food ration. We can get rid of these big guys. It's not really useful. We can get tons of resources for that. All right, how much do I get back? 57 steel. That is insane. Might as well. We shall sit here and wait for the thing to get damaged again. I know it's going to happen. It's been too long. There we go. What do we got? A serious fault. Same thing. The damage would be even harder to fix. The repair team was fully staffed, so the repairs would be complete in a reasonable time. Hope falls greatly. You have to fix the generator. Yep. I hope it's not that bad. But we can repair this pretty quickly. People are still warm-ish. Okay, but now people are going to start getting sick. It's getting really cold. All right, as promised, I'm going to open an OnlyFans. I know, crazy, right? So we're going to start an OnlyFans. So OnlyFans has been started. Okay, so what we got? The generator is operational. Heat zone has been reduced, but heating has also been reduced further by 1 level. That's okay. It's just gonna be cold all the time now. Something just happened. The evacuation sacrifice. Sir, a group of engineers is here to talk to you about staying behind. We know that there is enough cabins for all of us aboard the Dreadnought. That's why we're volunteering to stay here. We'll do what we can to keep the generator running as possible. Yo, freaking 10-4, man. 10-4. I appreciate it. Look at that. Because the hope is the reason that happens because the hope is so high and this content's so low. So we're doing incredibly well. Book of Laws. So we already did OnlyFans. We can do some good old moonshine, honestly, kind of go out like a G. Or we can, you know, Protector of the Faith. You know, the captain will assume the title of Protector of Truth. He is the only one who can tell us what is right and what is wrong. If that sounds kind of dangerous, it is, but we're gonna do it. Discontent has increased sharply, but it's okay. It's all for the greater good. Discontent falls anyways because I told people to shut up. Oh, yes. We can go full Jesus. We can become the new faith. It's all in the name of Jesus. I mean, why did the Crusades happen, right? It was all for the name of Jesus, right? So, you know, when in doubt, the new faith. You gotta believe in Jesus. So I will sign the law, and people will die from this. But hear me, hope will never be issued. Despite us facing great disaster, I shall be your shepherd. I shall be your voice, and I require nothing but complete devotion. Captain's the voice of God. Oh Christ Almighty, that's bad. Listen, at least I didn't go Third Reich. Okay, it could be worse. Yes, the night of changes. Don't worry about what's going on over here. Clearly, this guy is just taking a nap. Execution platform. Yo, that's great. I love it. Great idea, guys. Execution platform. 10 out of 10 would do again. The generator is operational. The generator repairs are complete. You can turn it on safely, but it seems this is the end of the line for us. The damage is so severe that the next malfunction would be impossible to fix. The generator will shut down, start cooling stress, and finally explode. To make matters worse, performance has been catastrophically reduced. All your heat zones will be colder by 1 level and smaller by a further 10%. We have to evacuate. Got it. Evacuation came back. Got it. Do I have enough? Oh, I have enough. Wait. I need 1500 basically. Okay, we can do that actually. If I just kind of wait. Can I break this? Let's go for it. Why did you do that? Put it back? I mean, guys. No offense, but we won't be needing it anytime soon, baby. We're gonna be a-okay without it. Don't even worry. We don't need that church no more. Don't ask why, we just don't. Listen, I know discontent's really high. Oh, captain's words, captain words, captain words. Everyone listen. Okay, say listen. Everyone shut up. We're fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good in the hood. Nothing bad is happening. It's totally okay. We're cool. We're chilling. We're fine. Guys, we're fine. Hold on. Guys, listen. We're fine. You know what solves all problems? Moonshine. Guys, we're fine. We're chilling, okay? We're chilling, guys. We're chilling. Don't even worry about it. Can I lost the dreadnought? How long does it take the dreadnought to get there? 18 hours? We're fine. We're chilling, guys. We're chilling. Don't worry about it. We're a-okay. I hope I don't break this. Yes, I know a lot of people are sick, but it's a-okay. We're fine. Totally fine right now. Just live for like another 12 hours. Oh my gosh, people are freezing to death. Wait, can I bless up? I can't bless up, damn it. I forgot that the train actually needs to get there. But I think we're fine right now because it's so... people don't really care anymore. Oh, we must hold on for a couple more days. Guys, don't worry about it. We're gonna hold on. It's fine. I'm totally not gonna leave you. We're in this together. It's fine. Listen, guys, you know, best of luck, but, you know, baba boosh, gabba goosh. I'll see you guys in the next life. See ya. Sorry, guys. Every man for themselves. And that is my ticket out of here. Oh. Man, imagine being there. Couldn't be me. Yes, I couldn't save everybody. Might as well go with the bang. And with that, the end. We did it. We survived. Ignore all the children that I sacrificed. You know, and the 50 plus people that I kind of just left there. But hey, there was no spots in the train left. And you know, the engineers, they volunteered to stay behind. So like, you know, just don't talk about the 10 kids that I left behind as well. You know, it's fine. But you know, like even with limited space, we saved so many. We saved everybody that I could. I maxed out that train. That was actually the first time I've ever done that. So, you know, it's pretty good. 500 people, maxed out stats, full rations, they're fine. Hey, it wasn't technically murder, it was self-defense. I think that would hold up in court. Don't say the murder. It's not murder, it's self-defense technically. Finally, we set out with plenty of supplies. We sure did. I stocked that boy up with a lot of Doritos. Alright, we were filled with the brim with all the good snacks. We pray someone buries. Oh, well, they don't really need to get buried. They just got incinerated when the generator exploded, so we're fine. Dreadnought righteous. Let's go. We are righteous. 500 souls were saved. Damn straight. We saved 500 people. That is not too shabby. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an amazing game called Frostpunk. Listen, officer, it was only a couple kids, you know? It wasn't that bad.